Somebody can project. Okay. Sloka number 3. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathavitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sarvana Dalita Shri Vishakhavitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Urushabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva ca Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Gurum Yatpatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarine Om Shambhanaya Krishna Krishna Yudle Shri Mate Radhanath Swami Namo Vishnuvanaya Krishna Prithaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desata. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna. I hope everybody is fine to start. Or shall we wait? Or start is okay.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can start.
Okay, so we are on Shloka number 3. Shloka number 1 was Vacho Vegam, Sakrodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udaro Pasta Vegam, Tan Vegan Yogishahe Dira, Sarvam Imam Prithivim Sa Shishyat. A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demand, the action of anger, the urge of tongue, belly, and genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world. Then the second verse, don'ts. Atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha janasangascha laugascha shadbhaktir vinashyati. So here the word vinashyati is used. Okay. One devotional service is spoiled when he becomes too entangled in the following 6 activities: eating more than necessary, or collecting more funds than required, over endeavoring for mundane things that are very difficult to obtain, talking unnecessarily about mundane subject matters, practicing the spiritual rules and regulations only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulations of scriptures and working independently or whimsically, associating with worldly minded persons who are not interested in Krishna consciousness, and being greedy for mundane achievements. So this is ati, if we do too much. So the word used, Srila Prabhupada is too entangled. So it is assumed that we will be entangled in all these things. But too entangled is the problem. The sixth one is very too greedy for mundane achievements. Right? We discussed this, I think. Mundane achievements are required, but being greedy is like you want more, and there is no limit to that more. And you want everything. What you have, what others have, that is greed. So we should not be greedy for mundane achievements. So this includes, I don't know, everything included in that, but our professional life also is included. So it entangles us, right, our professional life. So it should not be too entangled. And now the Shloka 3 is how we should operate. So First is the qualification of sober person who can have disables all over the world. So disables does not mean that exactly like guru becoming guru. It's one of the way, but other way is you can preach. So when we preach, then we try to give the knowledge. So we should have those qualities when we are presenting ourselves in front of others as a member of Srila Prabhupada's movement. Right? So now the third was, I think we have read the purport. Yes, if I remember correctly.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so उत्साहात निश्चयात धैर्यात तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात संग त्यागात सतो वृत्ते सद्भिर bhakti prasidhyati. So the last sloka word was vinashyati. This sloka it is prasidhyati. It means advances. Srila Prabhupada just translated or advances or becomes successful. So I think yesterday or somewhere in our Krishna book reading, this point came how we can define what is good, what is bad, or what is coming from Krishna, what is coming from say as a illusion, or what is coming from my own desires. So this is one of the way we can. These two slokas give us that instruction. One of the way we can judge our activities. Okay, so how what exactly we are trying to do. So when we do anything, we should be what utsaha. We should be enthusiastic, endeavoring with confidence, being patient, acting according to regulative principles such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, hearing, chanting, and remembering Krishna, abandoning the association of non-devotees, following in the footsteps of previous acharyas. The six principles undoubtedly assure the complete success of pure devotional service. So, Rupa Goswami, in Nectar of Instruction, this whatever he is giving us the instructions are to achieve the pure bhakti. So pure bhakti definition Srila Prabhupada gives like Anya Vilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavritam Anukulayena Krishna no Shilanam Bhakti Uttamam. Then Srila Prabhupada gives how this devotional service can be done, what is the process of that, and then Srila Prabhupada also gives us some details about each process. So it is very important because I will just speak little bit and then we can go to Shloka 4. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so pure bhakti, Anya Abhilashita Shunya. So nectar of devotion explains the qualities of pure bhakti, how it is. And to do pure bhakti, bhakti is one quality, it is very simple, but it is rare. So, if we say these two are contradictory statements, it is simple but rare. How it is possible? Because if it is simple, then everybody should be able to do it. Why everybody will not do it? A simple process. But it is rare. It is pure bhakti is very rarely achieved. So what is pure bhakti is this very famous shloka, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which we will read the translation. Uttama bhakti or unalloyed devotion into Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna involves the rendering of devotional service in a way that is favorable for to Lord. This devotional service should be free from any extraneous motive or devoid of fruitive karma, impersonal jnana, and other selfish desires. So, we see there are different bhakta or devotees, right, who are trying to do bhakti, sadhana bhakti. We are all trying to do sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti is what? What Prahlad Maharaj tells, Shravanam Kirtanam. We are using this or we are practicing these 9 processes of bhakti to develop what? We are trying to develop the goal. The goal is prema for Krishna, love for Krishna. That is the goal. Okay? So all the bhakti, everything we are doing should be to develop that prema. And so bhakti itself is a process. Right? So the goal is Krishna prema. So it should be very clear in our mind and intelligence that what we are trying to achieve. Right? Bhakti is, it's not that we are trying to achieve bhakti. Yes, we want bhakti so that we can have prema for Krishna. That is our goal. So generally what many cases I have seen, in my case also it happens like uh, we think that, okay, the Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, these nine processes of bhakti. Okay, so if I do this, I am doing whatever is expected. That it naturally becomes okay. I am listening to classes, I am discussing, I'm taking prasad, I'm talking with devotees, I'm serving the devotees. Yes, this all is should be done. But in all doing all these activities, in our heart, we should be always very fixed that why this I am doing these activities. I'm doing this to develop prema for Krishna. And this actually, when we do these activities, we experience some ananda. That is why on big festivals, without eating, without drinking, without resting, we are able to do several services that generally we may not be able to do. Right? So if we say on a normal day, you don't eat, you don't drink, but you work full time for office, is it possible? Just think over like, without drinking, eating, anything, office. Yeah, we can do, but it is struggle. We will be struggling. We will be feeling the urge to eat, drink. But uh, when we are doing for Krishna, the Upwas, Ekadashi, and all, we don't feel like, okay, something is missing. Of course, as a physical body, we will get tired. But internally, we, even if the body is tired and the uh, mouth is dry, we are sleepy, but still in from inside we know, no, I have to do fasting and I have to do seva. So this is what we get while doing the devotional service, so executing the processes of devotional service. We are naturally getting it, so we should acknowledge it. We should be grateful for Krishna that you are giving this experience, and you are giving this mercy to me. So, a pure bhakti, uh, we have to identify the next sloka will be association. So, in that also it will be explained. But the devotees who are doing the bhakti, if it is simple, but if it is rare, that means we should be careful. Right? So, bhakti, there are different types: karma mishra bhakti, jnana mishra bhakti, pure bhakti. So, in this translation, Srila Prabhupada use that the devotional service should be free from any extraneous motive and devoid of fruitive karma, impersonal jnana, and other selfish desires. So, fruitive karma, but pure karma yoga that people are doing. I do something, I receive something. Impersonal jnana that we were discussing yesterday. By jnana, we want to merge into the light or the effulgence of Krishna. Uh, and selfish motives. Selfish motives is what I get by doing this. If I get something, not. So generally, we talk about ahankar and ego as a thing that is degrading. We know that ahankar is not good. We should not be pride in pride. But the challenge is uh, in normal life, we can understand it. But in bhakti, also our ahankara gets involved in our bhakti process also. We think that, okay, bhakti is simple, so I'm doing Shravanam Kirtanam, but we have to be very careful if our ahankar or ego is getting involved in doing the bhakti, then it becomes a selfish motive. We don't want selfish motive. Anya Abhilashita Shunya. We don't want that. So, how to be careful that I am not doing any activity out of my ego or ahankar, or to satisfy my ahankar. So, this is what I have observed, that whenever the devotees are working together for a long time and all, and then if some misunderstanding happens and all, they immediately start using, oh, your ahankar, you are talking from your ego. Don't bring ego in between this discussion. Right? So, when somebody says, don't bring ego, what exactly is happening? I am thinking that somebody is bringing his ego into the discussion or into the seva. So I think he is bringing that. So actually, in opposite way, if we see, we ourselves are hurt somewhere, that we find that problem in the other. So I feel that what I am saying or what I want to do, it's not happening. So my ahankar is shaken. Right? So I say, oh, he's operating from ahankar, that devotee. It's both ways. Both are working wrongly. Right? So we have to stop. That is why we are always saying that don't criticize the devotees, because it is also one of the anartha that is coming from our own ahankara. To see the faults in others, it's not an activity that is favorable for bhakti. Why? Vinashyati, the word is vinashyati. Unnecessary talk includes this. The translation is unnecessary talks about mundane things. Okay. So, if bhakti is pure and you are working with the devotees, and some devotees doing some problems, they are creating some unilateral things, or creating, acting in a way that is problematic to others. Yeah, we have to correct that devotee, uh, but we have to also understand the swabhava of that devotee. The devotees of different swabhava are coming to Srila Prabhupada's movement, and they are trying to purify by sadhana bhakti. So Srila Prabhupada's example, if we see in the beginning when Srila Prabhupada, so one of the things that we have to do is to read Srila Prabhupada Lilamrut, all the 6 parts. It's the Lilamrut. When we read Srila Prabhupada Lilamrut, we actually understand the mood of Srila Prabhupada, the mood in which Srila Prabhupada spent his life, and the mood in which he started this ISKCON. So in the beginning, when Srila Prabhupada started that matchless gift center and started giving Bhagavad Gita classes, Srila Prabhupada was alone, a few devotees, couple of devotees with him. But all the guests will come. So the guests were hippie, they were drunk, they were in what, nasha, intoxicated state. They will come. Srila Prabhupada will cook for everybody, 100, 200. He will gather everything like whatever required, vegetables, fruits, everything. He will cook alone, and these people will come listen to the shloka while they were sleeping. And then they will eat and they will go. Then Srila Prabhupada will alone clean all the plates, everything, and then he will clean the room, everything. Then he will translate. So Srila Prabhupada has done a lot of hard work to establish this. Now we see that ISKCON is so big, but Lilamrut tells us how Srila Prabhupada survived. We saw the Acharya movie other day. It was not easy for Srila Prabhupada, but he has gone through all these things. So we have to be very Srila Prabhupada's compassion. If you see any other gurus or anybody talking about Srila Prabhupada, they always talk like Srila Prabhupada was very, very compassionate. Why? Because of all these people who came to him were all hippies and drug addicts and intoxicated people, but he wanted to somehow or other give them Krishna. So he tolerated all the odds that are happening against him or that he has to go through. After establishing ISKCON becoming a big organization, then also the life was not easy for Srila Prabhupada. There were so many problems, devotees will create so many mistakes because they didn't know. And then Srila Prabhupada has to take everything, digest everything and teach them. Some devotees will listen to him, some devotees will not listen to him, some will go away. Srila Prabhupada tolerated everything. So, but the quality that Srila Prabhupada had was Utsahat Nishchayat Dhairya. This is what Srila Prabhupada had. He was always enthusiastic uh, and always patient, always endeavoring with confidence upon his Guru's instruction that if Guru has told me, this thing should work. If Krishna has brought me here, it should work. And he was very patient. If you read Lilamrut, you'll see how much it was difficult for Srila Prabhupada to start all this thing and how he survived, how many problems he faced. But in all this process, he was so patient. And at the same time, he was endeavoring with enthusiasm. He will go to Kirtan alone. He will translate the books alone. He will distribute the books alone. He will print, edit, everything alone he was doing. He didn't know that what is going to happen. No, he was always enthusiastic. To go from Vrindavan to Delhi and print and distribute, come back, again go next day. But he was always constantly endeavoring because he knew that if Guru has told me and if I follow that instruction properly, it's going to happen and Krishna is there. So Srila Prabhupada's example is live example that we have in our lifetime that all these qualities Srila Prabhupada showed by his example. So Nishchayad, he was very focused. He took only Bhagavatam to US and without understanding. So why he was able to do that? Of course, he had strong faith in Guru's instruction and to follow his instruction and Krishna, but he also had his faith was unflinching. Nothing, nothing, the problems and anything. Never ever Srila Prabhupada thought that uh, it will not work. So there is very famous Srila Prabhupada poem that he wrote that on the Jagaduta, right? That why I am going here, why I am after reaching US also he wrote, why I am here, it's not going to work. But that is a prayer. Should not take that as a statement or expression of Srila Prabhupada's uh, situation that his enthusiasm is reducing. No, he was still enthusiastic in a way. He was praying to Krishna. That why you have brought me here? You must be having some plan. I don't know that plan. But now, anyway, if I am here, use me the best way you can. So that is a prayer. So it's an expression of not frustration but prayer. So he was enthusiastic to pray also. You should be enthusiastic. And at the same time, with all these problems, living in very adverse situations in US without knowing anything, he was still following the principles. So there is one when Srila Prabhupada just went and he was staying with, I forgot the name. Initially, he was staying with them, and Srila Prabhupada was vegetarian. And so, how much Srila Prabhupada tolerated? Na? So, he was coming from a Vaishnava family and following the rules and regulations very strictly. But he had to adjust like cooking for himself on the same area where the other people were cooking the non-veg and all, but he had to maintain the purity somehow or other. So, keeping a vegetarian food in the same fridge where the non-veg is kept, that is what not Srila Prabhupada had done throughout his life. Right? But he had to tolerate that all those things which were against his life life principles, but he did that also. Right? So mentally and morally also it was not easy for him to go through all these things, but he went through all these things and always prayed to Krishna that show me the way. Hmm. And abandoning the association of non-devotees. So in the beginning, Srila Prabhupada was uh, with people who were not devotees. There was no association for him in US in the beginning. Nobody was there. Some yoga studio people, they called him for lecture, but they had their own motives. So then Srila Prabhupada said, I should not go there also. So some Indians who were doing some yoga preaching were there, but still that was not the pure one. Srila Prabhupada avoided that. So by his example, he has shown us that if you want to do pure bhakti, you have to do lot of sacrifices. And what is the major sacrifice is about your own ways of thinking or your own ways of living life. Everything for Krishna means everything for Krishna. It's not it's excluding. It includes giving up my own desires, selfish motives. The last sentence is giving up the selfish motives. So, Srila Prabhupada not only uh, adjusted the external situation, but also the internal situation that he has to go through the pain, the mental pain, the pain in the heart, all this every day for first 2 years. And but still he was enthusiastic uh, and following the steps of the Acharyas. He always followed the instructions of the Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and his Guru Maharaj. Hmm. He never gave it up. He had to adjust, but he never gave it up. At times, Srila Prabhupada think that, okay, how all these things will work. But still he continued. You know. Sahat. He always was enthusiastic. Even if he, now you are young, I am like 50, so I can understand how my body reacts. But at the age of 70, we saw in Acharya movie that Morarji Desai, like the Mataji who helped for Jalduta, her a small clip is there how this old man is going to US, he will die. Okay? So people told him this, but he continued because of the faith. So, if you really want to achieve the pure devotional service and pure bhakti, you have to go through a lot of pain. So then how the statement that bhakti is simple, it's ever enjoying, it is blissful. How this work? If you have to go through all this pain, how it is blissful? So the bliss is inside. So Radharani and gopis looks like they are crying for Krishna throughout their life, and Krishna didn't go back, and they were just suffering in the separation of Krishna. That's how it looks like, but it's opposite. The external suffering that you have, if you are really connected with Krishna and focusing on Krishna, internally you get ananda. That only you know and Krishna knows. So Radharani and all, how they can continue this suffering if it is a suffering, every day crying for Krishna, every day you are just thinking of Krishna and missing him and talking about him. If it is a suffering, why they will do throughout the life? Of course, they are devotees, but they can do this because they are internally connected with Krishna. Hmm. So, there is a statement like Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. He never goes out of Vraja. How this is true? So, he's in the heart of the devotees, like Gopis and Gopas and Radharani and Nanda Maharaj. So, by that, he's always living there in Vraja. So, physically, he may be anywhere. So, as a Vraja Krishna, he's always there. So like we can experience this, right? Like if we think of some person or something, if I think of Om or my mother or your mother or our relatives, You just keep thinking, then that person becomes alive in our heart, starts living in our heart, and we start talking to that person and whatnot. So we have this experience. So that is what we need for Krishna. So we want Krishna to arrive in our heart so that we are connected. And then from inside, you are always peaceful. So this one very interesting pastime. There was big problem. Srila Prabhupada was sitting with his disciples in a room, and the disciples were telling him about the problem. This is the problem. This temple is getting closed. That temple, this happened. This temple, they did something which is not required. They created problems. So now police is behind us. Now they have arrested somebody. All problems they were telling, and Srila Prabhupada was just listening bravely to everything. And after everybody said, then Srila Prabhupada said, okay, you all go out now. Okay, I listened, you all go out. So everybody went out, and the servant, Srila Prabhupada's servant, locked the room. So Srila Prabhupada was alone in the room. And all the devotees were puzzled. He told so many problems to Srila Prabhupada. And what he said is just you go out and wait. You don't know what's happening inside. And all the way when Srila Prabhupada was listening all these problems, he was little bit, his face was not about worry, but it about a little bit smiley face. There was been some mild smile, listening. And so then devotees were curious what's happening, what Srila Prabhupada is doing, was in the room and alone. So somebody looked from the window, and then Srila Prabhupada was laughing. It's not laughing loudly, but he was smiling. And devotees were puzzled. There are so many problems. How come Srila Prabhupada can laugh? So afterwards, devotees asked Srila Prabhupada, so many problems are there, and how can you laugh or you can smile? So he said, like, see, uh, the way Krishna builds up everything is mystical. There will be problems, there will be so many troubles will be coming, there will be so much fights between the devotees, and somebody will leave the movement, somebody will shout. But all this is Krishna arranging to increase our faith on him, mm, and our attachment for him. So that is what is we have to do internally. So if you do internally, connection is increasing. The external problems are increasing, but you are getting more and more connected to Krishna internally. And from there, you get Ananda, oh, Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada was always connected. And Srila Prabhupada always used to go to morning walk for 1 hour or so. And when he will come back from morning walk, he always used to go to greet the deities. And he will greet the deities, and he will just do this, and he will greet the deities, just looking at the deities for some time. So the once devotees ask him, what you do, what you pray actually, what exactly is you are doing. Sometimes Srila Prabhupada will pray for a long time. So Srila Prabhupada said that I pray to Radha and Krishna that please engage me in your service and please protect me so that I don't get away from all this movement and everything. I don't fall. Fall down is not a correct word actually. It's a word that hurts. Actually, it means like Srila Prabhupada was always praying that please keep me in your service. Please don't sideline me or don't give up on me. I will do my best. Please keep me in your service. So devotee said, Srila Prabhupada, you are a great devotee. You are pure devotee. You have done so much. Why you will not? Why you will go away from Krishna and all? Srila Prabhupada said, this Maya Shakti of Krishna is so wonderful and so powerful that it can operate, or it can illusion anybody in this world, even if you are pure devotee. So we have to always pray to Krishna that please keep me engaged, keep me engaged. And all the problems and everything that are coming to us is type of engagement he wants us to be in. Physically, initially it will be physical. Okay, please understand this. How I have seen. Okay, now we have seen several Srila Prabhupada's disciples coming to Japan and very sometimes very close intimate association. So initially you have to be physically engaged. You have to work hard, very hard every day for Krishna. Physical work. So some nowadays we all are Shudras, right? So we need physical work. We have to work like this box, keep the box here, cut. So cut 20 kg of aloo, 100 kg of aloo, or cook for 200 people, 500 people, or like in Janmashtami movies, people are coming continuously, and you have to arrange and we have to engage our body. That is also required. Because if the body is engaged, the mind cannot think. So, as a Shudra, we have to engage our body also. But at a certain moment, it happens that you get used to these bodily activities. Oh, okay, how many boxes I have to? Okay, 50 boxes. Okay, I will keep. You get used to it. Okay, how many people are coming tomorrow? 200 people. Okay, let us cook. You get used to that. The body gets used to all these adverse situations and expectations. Why I use the word adverse? Because yeah, the devotees are expecting so many things from one person, but the magic is that person can do 10 things at a time. Why is Krishna's power? Krishna motivates. So it's how everything is possible for a devotee, right? So body gets used to all these things. So that is the danger point. When the body gets used, then the mind starts working. Mind is very clever. It is very patient. Dhairya. Mind's patience we cannot match. It is very patient. It will wait for 10 years till your body gets used to all these situations. Then the mind starts working. What exactly I'm doing? Just lifting these boxes for so many years. What? I have now started getting the back pain and here is pain. What is this? That is how the mind, after 10 years, it will start. Huh? So that is patience of mind. When we want this type, dhairya, that type of patience we want. Huh? So after certain period of time in Krishna consciousness, uh, initially chanting 16 rounds is a challenge, but afterwards somehow or other Krishna will make that happen. 16 rounds will not be a issue. It will happen. Then the mind starts, oh, chanting, I can chant, it's okay. While chanting, let us solve some problems. Let us think of some issues that I have to solve. The mind was waiting for 5 years that you get this confidence that I can chant 16 rounds somehow or other. Then mind starts, okay, while chanting, let's just think of other things. Why? So, if you spend more time in Krishna consciousness, the challenges will keep increasing. Krishna has never said that the problems will go. No, Krishna has said, I will be there. Arjuna, you fight, I am there. Krishna didn't say that no enemies, Arjuna, you are winner. No, boss, you fight, I will be there. You fight with all your intelligence. So, as you pass on the Krishna consciousness, the situation start changing. Your body getting old, so you cannot do the physical engagement. uh. So, after 20 years of chanting, when you are now from 30 to 50, now the body starts paining because you have done lot of hard work. So like in my case also, I used my body for last 10, 15, 20 years. Lot like lifting and transferring the book 100 or 1,000 book boxes, serving for 500, 1,000, so many things. Now I understand my body is getting little bit, I cannot do the same thing now. But then the challenge comes, the mind starts working. My patience is less. I get frustrated. uh, I get angry. It's very easy for me to see the faults. After so much practice, devotees ask, after so much practice, why this devotee is not changing? But that is the challenge. After so much spending so many years, your inner anarthas will start. Physical anarthas is fine, anger and all this. I also face the challenges that my inner problems, those are deep inside me, they start coming. And after spending some time, some years in Krishna consciousness, and then the new challenges come. Oh, I never thought I had this problem. Now I understand that I am addicted to phone. I'm addicted to something. I'm addicted to driving. I'm addicted to going on the ocean or going on the mountain and look like the good scenery. I'm addicted to that. Yeah. So this is how the mind starts. So why this dhairya and utsaha is required is this. Because at every stage of your Krishna consciousness, you will be facing new challenges, and Krishna will keep those challenges in front of us to face it. So we need these qualities and always following these instructions. So why Srila Prabhupada has written so much purport on this? huh? To be successful in the there is very nice statement I read. Furthermore, in order to be successful in devotional service, one must give up the association of undesirable people. Okay, what is undesirable people? Of course, karmis, jnanis, yogis, and other non-devotees includes one. Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was by one householder devotee about the general principle of Vaishnavas as well as the general routine activities of Vaishnava. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, Asat Sanga Tyaga Ei Vaishnavacha. Asat Sanga, association of worldly people or non-devotees. Right? So that is a Vaishnava. So how much important it is that with patience we think and we analyze. And when we talk about Ahankara, it's not only non-devotees. We have to be careful with within the devotee association also in the next shloka that will come. In devotees also there are different stages, right? So some is doing karma mishra bhakti, some is more inclined to jnana, some is more inclined to asana, some is inclined to meditation, some are inclined only to katha, some are inclined to only to harinam. Very different types of moods and devotees, right? So we have to find out our own mood, what we want to do, and how it is matching with others. So generally, Sakya Rasa, they will be good with each other. Madhurya Rasa, they will be good with each other. Uh, and so we can see that normally, like friends, they are always good with each other. Uh, but uh, if somebody else comes in that group, he may not be able to adjust. So then it becomes difficult for him to do. So every devotee has their own flavor with Krishna, and Krishna wants to engage them in his own way according to their mood. So it's not that we can get along with all the devotees. The situations may come that where we cannot get along with these devotees, and we can see that, oh, these two devotees, they don't get along. So we should not criticize them. Oh, what, 40 years they have spent, but they cannot get along. It's not possible. It's not going to happen. You will come across the stories and the situations or information that will be very contradictory to what we discuss. Huh? Krishna, Buddha, this is all good things, right? So you will come across slowly, you will face the situations where devotees talking about each other and wrong about each other and criticizing, so much. So you'll see what is the difference in my office and this ISKCON and Bhakti. The same, there also politics, here also politics. No, there is a difference. Everybody here is trying to serve Krishna in their own way. So we have to be patient. uh. Our goal is Krishna Prema, not correcting that devotee. Yes, you can help him, but that is not the goal. Somebody is not listening. We can see so many examples in our temple also, right? When we do service, somebody don't listen. You tell whatever way, they don't listen. Their swabhav is like that. They will do something whimsically and people get bewildered. Why is doing the same thing again? That is his swabhav. He's not going to change. It will take a lot of time, and that devotee himself don't know that this is his anartha. He thinks I'm doing a great service to Krishna and to the devotees. Oh, oh. But that is creating problem for other. He don't know. Right? So in devotees also we have to be very patient. So one statement that Guru Maharaj tells: never give up the process. Whatever happens, continue it. Because if you go away from what we are doing now, you will be doing the things that really you don't will not like. So for example, Guru Maharaj tells like, okay, one devotee, maybe you have heard this story, like Gaurang Prabhu tells this story. When they joined temple, he was brahmachari and his service was making rotis. Full day they will be making rotis. So one more devotee was came there with him and they both were making rotis. And that devotee said to Gaurang Prabhu, what I am doing came here to preach and to give lectures, to teach all the people of the world. I came for that and I'm doing the chapatis a full day. What is this? I don't want to do this. So Gaurav Prabhu said, oh, it's what's the difference? You are doing preaching or you are doing chapatis for Krishna is same. You are serving Krishna. So that is what we want to gain. So let us make chapatis full day. No problem. The attitude of service. Right? So okay. And then that devotee he disappeared. Okay. And after few years, again they both meet. So this devotee who left, uh, he was married, he had children, kids and all. So he asked Gaurang Prabhu, oh, how is it going? So Gaurang Prabhu, of course, he was in saffron and all. So he was said, yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing chapatis, I'm doing cooking, I'm doing preaching, everything. Whatever comes, I do. And he said, okay, what you are doing? No, I am also making chapatis. So, but where you are making? No, I got married. My wife is working. I have three kids, two kids. So if she is not able to do, I have to do the chapatis. Right? So the point is, if it is you are destined to do something, some way or other you will do those things. Right? So better to do it for Krishna. The moral is that. So if you are supposed to clean the room, you do it for Krishna, clean the temple. What's the problem? Don't give it up. So you keep on doing the service that whatever you get and you utilize it. Right? So this is all requires dhairya, patience. huh? So patience, tolerance goes together. This is one of the quality of which Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita also that tolerance, patience together. So and enthusiasm. Keep praying, keep associating with like-minded devotees. Like-minded means you have the same goal. If you want to do karma mishra bhakti, jnana mishra bhakti, yeah, you will have that association. You can be in that, no problem. But if you want to do pure bhakti, you try to find people, devotees who want to do pure bhakti, and you will understand from inside that, yeah, these people, they are not attached to anything, or they don't fight with anyone, or they don't expect anything. They are just happy. The devotees who are not attached, who are not, they are happy. They make people around them happy. You find out. Yes, if you are okay with that, you associate with that. But if you want to do karma vision, no, I want to do bhakti, but I also want three houses, five cars, and sanoku balance. Okay, no problem. There are devotees who are doing karma mishra bhakti. You associate with them. How you associate? Boss, I heard you took one more house. How you took it? What is the process to do that? You have only one already. You have two loans. Still, you got the third loan. How? Tell me. So that devotee will tell you, oh, this is the way. You can do something devotee. So he is doing karma mishra bhakti. So you take a guidance from that devotee how to take third loan, eh, how to take fifth car, how to, his options are there. So bhakta also Krishna has given that will get everything in devotees. So you associate and you satisfy your desires of having several houses or cars or bank balance or whatever. That also possible. So it's up to you what you want. If you want pure bhakti, you will associate with pure bhakta. Uh, you will understand pure bhaktas are generally having limited association. They are many times they are alone. People cannot uh, understand what he's doing. So this is my experience I am telling, but you get your own experience and find out those devotees and associates. So all these qualities we have seen in Srila Prabhupada and the Acharyas that why these qualities are important, and at the end undoubtedly assure complete success of pure devotional service. So Srila Prabhupada went with 40 rupees, and when 108 temples were established, one reporter asked Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you went with 40 rupees in your pocket and now you have $40,000 or whatever. How you feel? Srila Prabhupada said, nothing belongs to me. These 40 rupees were not mine. 40,000 or 4 lakh thousand dollars, they are also not mine. I am same. I don't have anything. Right? So attitude, Srila Prabhupada's attitude, and conviction, confidence, nothing belongs to me. Right? So the complete success of pure devotional services, you don't get attached. Right? So that Srila Prabhupada has shown that by one such statement, nothing was mine, nothing is mine, all belongs to my Guru and the devotees. Finished. So he's happy. So these qualities, when we read Bhagavatam, when we read Chaitanya Charitamrut or other books, or read the bhajans of, sing the bhajans of acharyas, read the translation of that, you will understand they have shown these qualities. They have gone through this, but they have shown these qualities. Okay, so let's keep learning from our acharyas and devotees around us and the situation around us, and try to be intelligent devotee, not a whimsical or type of devotee, because we don't have much time. So let's try to use our time very properly and follow these instructions that Rupa Goswami is giving us. And next shloka is actually to associate, right? So the important shloka. So what is expected for shloka? What you should not do? What you should do? How you should do? How you should do patiently, and all these qualities. This is the way you should operate, or you should do. And then the fourth shloka comes is how to associate. Yeah. So this way, in each one aspect of devotional service, Rupa Goswami is giving us the instructions. So let's read next time. Sorry, I spoke maybe a little bit more, but I didn't intend to. But Srila Prabhupada I always see that these qualities Srila Prabhupada has shown. Srila Prabhupada disciples show us. So I wanted to share with you all. Sorry for that. I speak a little bit longer. But next time we can go to the verse 4 if everybody is okay. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
We didn't read the purport, right?
No, last time I heard read the purport, right? Shloka 3.
Yes.
Yeah,
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 we have read it.
yeah. Because long gap, na. So I can read purport because there are so many shlokas which have to read, like from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
Yeah,
So
so next time we can read the purport again if required. It's already 8 o'clock, right?
mm,
So because this purport reading, it will require at least 20 minutes. So I suggest we read this next time again once, and then we can, if we want to discuss any more points, we can, or go to the next shlokas. That's my suggestion, considering the time factor. If it's okay with everyone, if everyone says no, no, we have to read today, okay, we can read.
not today.
I'm okay. 1 week gap was there, that's true. Yeah, it's very important. All these slokas that Srila Prabhupada quotes, he always quoted. Those are the most favorite slokas Srila Prabhupada used to quote. Yeah, we can read next time. Any other points or any other reflections or any other comments anybody will like to share? Maybe some comment in the chat. More time in Krishna consciousness is making one less serious and enthusiastic. No, this is like what I was saying. The way the purification happens is different. Okay, so it's not that if you spend more time, uh, you get less enthusiastic or not. The enthusiastic we generally see by the physical actions, right? Okay, oh, this devotee is dancing very, uh, making sound and dancing loudly or kirtan loudly, or he's cooking with passion. That is enthusiasm the way we see it. Okay. But another enthusiasm is from inside. Srila Prabhupada's disciples, now they are above 70. Everybody is around 75. But they are still enthusiastic. Why? How can we say this? Because they are enthusiastic. You just share their experience. You share their Krishna consciousness knowledge. To guide the people how to do bhakti. They are enthusiastic to do that. So that is another type of enthusiasm that they have in their heart, and they are working according to that. So the Prabhupada disciples are giving 5 lectures a day, 6 lectures a day. uh, like if you see, Vaisheshika Prabhu was in Silicon Valley Temple where 10,000 people came. Sorry, on Janmashtami. Next day he was in Canada. He's in Canada, Toronto, and he's giving lecture to 5 devotees. So one day you are giving lecture to 5,000 devotees. Next day you are giving lecture to 4 devotees. What you feel? No, but his enthusiasm is same. He preached to one person or preached to 10,000 person. His enthusiasm to talk about Krishna and share is same. So enthusiasm will not reduce as you pass the years. It will be in a different way. It will be shown. Is that okay, Anmol?
Yes, Prabhuji. I guess I wrote this comment when you have not explained this. Also, I was also wondering कि so many Krishna devotees, much more senior and much more serious than us, leaving the other temple. But I usually see them in the temple. I don't know why in the Sunday feast.
Yeah, so see, this is the things that we see and we notice. Naturally, we notice. This is saying here, why is not coming? No, yeah, that's true. That is our expectation, right? That okay, he's staying here, so he should be there. No, but they are going through their own life and own priorities and own mental purification, you can say. Sometimes I also don't go to, I want to go, but I cannot go to a temple. So I feel I should have gone, but the situation demanded something else from me. So what to do? We have to accept that situation. So sometimes devotees are also at times you will see in your bhakti life that devotees going away from temple or going away from some seva and taking some gaps. So it is a process like that everybody has to go through. See, now you are young, you are staying alone. So the responsibility wise, it is less. But once you get married, you have wife, you have children, the priorities will be added into your schedule, right? So uh, those are also our duties. Right? So you should be responsible for that also. So sometimes the family responsibilities are there, some personal responsibilities are there. Sometimes it may happen that the family work is not there, but temple work, not so much work is there, but you are mentally very tired, very, very tired that you cannot take anything in your head now. Then you need a break. right? So you take break. So there are several reasons around which the things work. So yeah, the expectation is right, but the situations are different for everyone. And so uh, is one interesting thing that Bhakti Rasayan Maharaj told, that going to Mangal Aarti was the topic. So, so okay, I'm staying near the temple. Why I don't go to Mangal Aarti every day? If I talk so much about Bhakti, why should go? Why not? The thing is, okay, so your enthusiasm is less to go to Mangal Aarti. Yeah, maybe, because you are not inclined to that. But maybe you are inclined to do chanting. So you think, okay, in full day I don't have time. I have to chant in this 1.5 hours. So you give priority to your chanting. It's fine. Right? Somebody will say, okay, I will wake up at 4 a.m., chant, and then go to Mangal Aarti. Okay, his physical, mental situation permits him to do that. He does. Yeah. So determination, dhairya, and nishtaya, of course, you can easily say, oh, but devotee can do anything, is what you say. Yeah, everything we can do, but we can do all the physical pain, but we are not in that level of bhakti. So it's better not to judge,
Yeah.
avoid judging. It's easier for us because talking unnecessary about other things, like some days I don't know his situation, and devotees' actions will be bewildering. Please keep this in your mind that because we expect everything good from devotees, but they are also devotees, they are also human, they are also going to make mistake, they are also going to do things that were not expected from them. It's going to happen. In the sadhana bhakti, everybody is going through that stage. So um, as far as possible, I also see this, but as far as possible, I don't try to make that a major point. Right?
Yes, yes.
Keep it simple.
I used to think this before,
Mm.
but later I realized I guess they are much more senior, so I guess they can do bhakti. So I also tried to do means sometimes I thought I'll skip mandir and I'll do chant. Then I realized no, I think it's my time to do be like to be in temple and associate with others. I
Yeah.
guess my level of bhakti is at that point. So
Right. So not everybody can chant 24 hours a day.
yeah.
So we should not follow it intimate. So yes, my time is, sometimes you know that if you are alone, there will be more problems. Go to temple. Just sit there. You will be get enthusiasm from there. Right. So it's better. Everybody has spent their time in temple and serving in temple in different sevas. It's just that the time has changed, priorities has changed. So don't never we should avoid. So like if I say, oh, Banu Maharaj is translating 20 hours a day, I will also translate. I cannot. He is Banu Maharaj. Right?
Yes.
We cannot. He is Banu Maharaj. He can do that. I cannot. He can understand 5 languages. I cannot. I don't have that insight. So I cannot. So yeah. So that is his. Vaisheshika Prabhu can speak, Satyadeva Prabhu can listen to somebody's problems for 3 hours and then guide that person to come out of his trauma. And I cannot, because I cannot hear somebody for 3 hours, same thing. No. So everybody has that area of working. So, like you said, yeah, this is my time to go and serve in temple. That is correct approach. This is the youth you have to use to engage the body, and so the mind automatically gets engaged, right? That's a correct approach. Go to temple, serve in temple, and then you will get the insights and more experience of Krishna consciousness. That is correct.
Can I add something to Anmol's question?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the question he has, na, that after some time you are less serious or less enthusiastic. Sometimes I feel like it's also one of the reason of lack of good association and a good chanting. and also the reading, like hearing and reading. Now, like in this shloka, we have this angas of bhakti. So I think it's very important to do all these things all the time. It's not like when you are now 20 years of devotee, then you don't have to go to a Mangal Arti or you don't need to read the books or association. I think some basic things like going to Mangal Arti, basically, I feel it's important for everyone at all the stages. And it helps. Prabhupada told us that going to Mangal Arti is the most important thing in the morning. And I see the devotees who are very serious about going to Mangal Arti every day. Their enthusiasm, their level of maturity, and their level of bhakti and purity and level of chanting, it definitely affects. It affects, like, because you are making some purposefully making some efforts and sacrifice to go to Mangal Arti, and like a sing and stand and whatever. No, it's a austerity. It's not a easy thing. So yeah, I feel like basic things should never be changed, never be compromised. And if you do that, then definitely you will keep the enthusiasm and the seriousness, no?
Mm, yes.
I guess also while Diksha also, I saw some Diksha ceremony.
Mm,
The Guru told them to take a vow that every day, if you are not going to temple, you will chant or you will do Mangal Aarti at your home
yeah.
and in a specific period of time also.
Mm,
So
I
yeah,
guess.
my mother or Jay Shree's mother, they are 75, 76. But Loknath Maharaj has given a schedule just like a temple. So even if they are alone, my mother or her mother, they will do Mangal Aarti at 4:30, then do the Darshan Aarti, everything they do. So we feel like okay, they are 77 now, but they still can do 6 aartis and cook for their deities for 4 to 5 times, and they keep themselves engaged and healthy also. So this is what I feel. Yeah, this Loknath Maharaj has given such a wonderful program that devotees at this age also they are engaged. Very nice, right? So it's
mm,
healthy. Uh, Body is also used, mind is also used, and you don't have free time to think, oh, I'm 77 now gone. No, right? So yeah, we go do at home. That is also austerity. Doing Mangal Aarti at home every day.
yeah. I feel it helps because I see Anangaram Prabhu when we was in the Punapuri, he never missed the Mangal Aarti. Now, sometime I used to miss Mangal Aarti going to the temple, but I see like he was always going to Mangal Aarti and doing Tulsi Aarti for long time. Na? And I can see that that really helps for him, for everyone in the temple also. Now, doing something consistently, na? Maybe it will be small thing like just wipe the temple floor after Mangal Aarti or anything simple in the Mangal Aarti, but consistency. And I can see like Anangoram Prabhu was now also in while we are moving in Mubara, he's doing everyday Mangal Aarti at here in Mubara. There is no one here. He is just by himself. So yeah, I think some basic things are very important and we have to continue. If we it's very difficult, but yeah, consistency is very important.
There is one devotee, Rajesh. Okay,
Yeah,
after Mangal Aarti, he will come. If you all have noticed, I don't know.
Tulsi Aarti.
You
Yeah.
notice after Mangal Aarti, he will come and he will clean the temple room. So, sweep and then clean. He is coming for last so many years.
Mm.
He
Oh,
is very busy, but he will come to clean the temple. Or Meena Mataji. Garland, so many years he is coming and making garland. So this devotees, if you see, consistency is required. Okay, thank you. Any
for
other points? Yeah.
Prabhuji
Yeah.
and Mata, can we say, like, for example, the one who is living nearby, they take it as a granted because they know they can
Yeah.
any time, and then gradually, that any time becomes
Mm,
never.
mm.
That's what I was telling the mind.
Mm.
Hare Krishna,
Mind is,
Prabhuji. I have also a question, Prabhuji.
yes.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I also started doing more Mangal Aarti, but I keep focusing on chanting in the morning than Mangal Aarti. So my Mangal Aarti will be like around 8:30. After finishing my chanting, is it okay, Prabhuji?
Yes. See,
Anytime, yeah, okay,
yeah. So I also don't do Mangal Aarti at a fixed time, but I make it sure to I do
okay.
something. Sometimes I don't have time, then I do short, but I do.
Hmm.
At home it is flexible. It's fine.
Oh, okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Because I thought like it should be done in the early morning, 5, 4. Mhm.
That is true.
Okay.
But as a grahastha, what can we do?
Yes,
We
Prabhuji.
cannot do. But we do. Na?
Yes,
So
Prabhuji. Thank
whenever
you.
possible, do morning. If not, do a little bit late, also okay. But I also do the same thing.
Yeah,
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
it's better to do than not doing, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And Sujal, your point you asked, right? Sujal mentioned that, people living near the temple, they may take it slowly, they reduce, then slowly it stops, right? So today I will not go, tomorrow I will go. 1 day gap, then 2 day gap, then 3 day gap, 1 week gap, right? So yeah, this is what I was telling the mind, how the mind works. Very patient and very clever. Oh, I'm going for 10 years. Oh, one time if I don't go, no problem. Take rest. The mind trick starts. No? So we have to be alert. And it's not that I am not tricked by mind. No, I am also tricked by mind. So many times the mind will slowly make me do something that is not expected. So, but that's the power that mind has. No? So that's why it's the king of senses, right? So yeah, so we lose, mind wins. What to do? Okay. Arjuna also said it's difficult. So who am I? So yeah, so sometimes we take the things for granted, and then Krishna will give you some shock that you will come out of that thing. You
Mm.
think, oh, temple is always here. I can go anytime and do. That was there, but now we are in Mobara. So Radha Govindji is there. The thing that was just 5 minutes away, it's now 1 hour 5 minutes away. Right? So, but the purpose behind all these things will be different. But if you are continuously saying near temple, the mind can trick you, like Sujal said. It can trick you. It's okay, temple is there, I will go into afternoon. Yeah, it's very dangerous. So that's why the determination, dharya and nishchay is important. I decided I will do. In Kali Yuga, that is also difficult to decide and do. Okay. Is it okay, Sujal?
Yes, Prabhuji. Also, like I was wondering now, after like hearing this, like there might be like a lot of devotees to like who are much more sincere, as we don't know. Now we are like just saying like they are not coming regularly. Maybe they are so much sincere by heart at their homes. They are praying a lot. They are doing chanting a lot, and they are doing everything. But we still think, they are not coming to temple. So is this thinking right?
Yeah. So there is one story in Bangalore or somewhere. There is one very famous Jyotishi. And he tells the future and whatever, right? So what we call astrologer.
Mm.
Okay. So one devotee went to him and asked him that, okay, please check my chart and something and tell. So that astrologer was aware of ISKCON devotees. Okay.
Okay.
So he said he didn't accept that request. He said, no, I will not check your chart. So this person said, okay, I will give you double money, triple money, but you check. He said, no, I will not do. So then that astrologer, that devotee gave up and said, why you are not accepting? So his understanding or his experience of checking the charts of the devotees was, the chart will show something, but the actual life that devotee is living is totally different. unexpectedly, like but as per chart, this is not possible. The way this person or this devotee is living, or the way his life is. So he says, I see lot of uh, how to say it, what is the word? Mujun. It's not aligning with what your chart says. You are, because of you are devotees of Krishna and ISKCON, you are doing that process. You are actually defining what is your chart is saying. So he said, I don't want to take risk, because the devotees come to me and then they complain that you will say, you said like this thing, you take care of this thing, this will happen. That nothing happened. You said this good thing will happen, that good thing will happen. You will get, I don't get job, I don't get the, why? What is your astrology? It's wrong. So he says, no, because you are chanting and you are doing seriously. Krishna is driving somehow. I cannot do anything. I tell what chart tells. That's what I share, but your life is different. So my point is, its devotees are mystical. It's difficult to understand the nature of Krishna. It is more difficult to understand the devotees. Krishna said to gopis, I don't understand how in the mid of night, giving up your family and everything, you come. I cannot understand. I don't understand what is this feeling that you have. So he said, I cannot repay you for your sacrifice. The only thing I can do is I give myself to you. This is Krishna is saying. That was this devotees, how they work, how they think. Nobody understands. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to come, Krishna had to come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to understand what devotees are thinking and doing. So devotees, it's not better. The safest side, I can say, it's not, don't judge anybody
Yeah.
or anybody's devotion. Don't
Mhm.
judge it. We cannot, because it's all internal. Okay. That is the safest position I can say. That does not mean that stop your intelligence. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So don't judge the devotee, or he's chanting one round, but he's drinking in the evening. You saw him drinking beer.
Mm.
Oh, no, 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 but he's a devotee. You go into the beer bar and start discussing Krishna. He will not discuss. Right? So you have to use intelligence. Oh, he started chanting one round, but still he's struggling to give up this uh, habit of drinking. Okay, slowly he will change. But at least he has started chanting. That is good. So that is what we see. So Srila Prabhupada said, or Guru Maharaj also said, doing Krishna consciousness is not, you don't, in the beginning, what they would, don't stop anything, just add one thing in your life, that is Krishna. Why we say like this? Because once Krishna is added into your life, Krishna will take care of all other things, how you give up drinking, smoking, meditating. Krishna will take care of that. Don't judge. Okay? That's the safest place, because
Mm.
Krishna is healing.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you. That was personally relatable.
Yeah, it's safe, na, because I follow that principle.
Yes.
Why I should do? I don't
Yeah.
have time to take care of my body. Why I will think of the how is his bhakti is doing? He may be doing correctly. Krishna knows. I will, if something he asks me, I will tell. Otherwise, why I should unnecessarily go and so it's not selfish. It is, I say, it is intelligent choice that you make.
Yeah. Because like there were a lot of people, there were a lot of friends like who used to like judge me, and they were like because I was into all of these things,
Hmm.
bad things that I shouldn't be. But yeah, they were like you are not devotional, you are not bhakti. And I, at that time, I was like, but why do I have to show to you that how much do I do or not?
Hmm.
So yeah, that was personally relatable. So we shouldn't judge anyone
Yeah,
and
yeah.
continue our level of devotion, continue our own bhakti.
Correct, correct. So yeah, sometimes somebody, like I also was doing all these things, but
Hmm.
some I may be able to give up in one night. Today
Hmm.
I decide, from tomorrow I give up everything. But somebody may not be able to give up all those things for 1 year, 2 year. He's trying, but he's not able to do, right? But he's keeping chanting. So Krishna says 9:30 Bhagavad Gita. If you are trying to do, you are still my bhakta, right? You may create problems. So we should be patient with that person also. But that does not mean that he is chanting and he's drinking for 10 years.
Mm.
Then there is some problem, right? Boss, you are chanting, but 10 years you are not able to give up. Why? What is the problem? Right?
Mm.
His faith is less, his determination is less. So, but he will go through that. So we should help. If possible, help. Sometimes we have to give up. This person will never change. Okay. So, boss, I stop helping you. You and Krishna, you please take. And then sometimes we see when we take such decisions, some person will go away. Then you feel bad. Oh, I was somehow keeping him engaged here. Now he went away. That was the destiny. So he will come back. So the point is, even if you give up Krishna consciousness process and go outside and try to enjoy, you cannot enjoy. If you practice Krishna consciousness for some time and you try to enjoy outside with all these old habits, it will be very difficult. Why? The guilt feeling will be so strong that you can get depressed. Okay, that I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm doing this. And you do it, but afterwards you feel guilty. Oh my God, again I did, again I did. That guilt feeling is so strong that it will not give you enjoyment. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's interesting, Krishna consciousness always. Even if you do it or you give it up, also it's interesting.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Any other points or any other things? If something we have to discuss, please write in the group. We can discuss in the book reading or next class and try to share with each other. Okay.
Thank you, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Today class is very, very helpful for the neophyte devotees how to do our sadhana bhakti. I mean, like first we have to have faith on Krishna and confidence that what we are doing and we have to do continue that in our service. We should not have selfishness. We have to do selfless service for pleasing Krishna, not for the name fame. And also the Mangalarti also I understood that it is doing puja in the house also equal to going to Mangalarti. If we cannot go, that's a good option. That is right. Even we south we do the
Yeah.
evening we do that Mangalarti.
Mm.
Then I realized the importance of that Mangalarti. I mean, it's equal to going to temple.
Yeah.
That I understood. So very, very basic things, how we devotee can be follow the path of this Navada Bhakti. You nicely explained what we have to do, what we should not do. Thank you so much. It is helpful. I will try to apply in my life. Hare Krishna. Also, the Prabhupada example is very excellent. You explained about the compassion and tolerance. Really, we need more tolerance in our seva also. If we may feel some criticism with other people also, or we may not have like-minded people, but also we have to think Krishna all the time. Like you told, like how we our loved one we keep thinking. So our problems also we can share to Krishna, keeping Krishna within our heart. So in that way, Krishna encourages to do. Also, we can overcome the problems we face in our sadhana bhakti. So today class is very, very useful for me. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. There was one statement that it's very useful for neophyte. I am also in that stage. Okay, basics, like Jayashree was saying, basics remain same. Even if you spend 40 years, that does not mean that you are excluded from going to Mangalarti. No, you have to do. You have to go, you have to do. So that those principles remain same. So whatever I said today remains same throughout your bhakti life. So it's not for only new devotees. Of course, it is helpful to understand and start the things in a way, but it applies to everyone. Okay.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Okay, I think we should stop here for today. It's not closing, it's stopping for today, but we can connect next week. If any other points we have to discuss, we can of course discuss. If you want to add somebody to this discussion, please add, feel free to add. And if
Uh,
there are any corrections, yes, Mataji.
Actually, next class, please explain about the Bhakti Lata pizza.
Okay, okay, sure. We can talk on that. And if any mistakes I do while speaking or while discussing, please forgive me for that. I am also going through this process of cleansing myself, so I may also create mistakes. Don't feel bad about them. If I create mistakes, please come and tell me. I'm I'm ready to discuss. Okay, but please correct me if I'm doing something wrong. That will be helpful for my bhakti life. Thank you very much for your association and nice discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Babaji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.